Hello, ladies, gentlemen, guys, gals, and pretty much everything else that might be covered on that topic of sexuality and age. Um, I'm here once again. Hello everyone, I'm Tomato. I'm here with the rest of the German Wehrmacht. I'm here ready to kick some ass. You all may have noticed a slight absence if you've been following me. This is due to a ton of shit that that happened. None of it really emergency or highly demanding, just a lot of it. Lots of schoolwork. Had to build a ton of shit. Football. I got into the National Honor Society, which is cool. But I'm back for a little bit right now. Figured I'd do one mission tonight. I have some extra time. I'm gonna try and do the Kiev breakthrough, and I've been given some tips to get some super duper anti-tank units. Because all this fun stuff that I'm seeing right now is about to go bye-bye. So I've been looking at Kiev for a little bit, and I think I've come up with a master strategy plan. Down here, I'm just gonna brute force most of it, except for right here in this Russian city at these banks. I'm gonna try and hold this place, maybe push across it if they retreat from this area. But I'm just gonna try and hold this city with the 10th Wehrmacht infantry. This is mostly just due to the fact that there's not much we can gain over here, and also just due to the fact that there's not much we can gain over here. Yeah, we can break through, but we wouldn't be able to outflank, and there's no roads to travel up, so the progress would be slow. Instead, we're going to try and hammer our way through Kremnichung with multiple divisions with artillery support, and once we break through there, try and push up this road to Pulvata and towns like Migrod and Lubny. We're also going to try and break through at Cherkasy, which I think will be a lot easier considering we can just bring a lot more units to the fight. Like, these guys can move up here, these guys can move here, these guys move here. There, that's Cherkasy, basically surrounded. So I think that breakthrough will be rather easy, but it'll be kind of slow progress up to Lubny. But that'll be pretty much okay, because these guys all have trucks at this point, I believe. No? These guys don't have trucks? Okay, strange. We'll throw them away then. I'm gonna try and keep the trucks in reserve then. The Italians have trucks and my guys don't? That's weird. Nothing against the Italians, just a little bit surprised. Anyway. So most of this I don't have much control over, and I'm guessing I'll just engage these lines with some tanks and such. Maybe get some Bruken Pioneering over here to the Trankosted River. Over here or here. But over here where I actually have control of the situation, or at least my deployment, over here, our main obstacle over here will be the Dinsa River, and the well, I guess just the Dinsa River, which merges into the Siam River. So Dinsa is a tributary to the Siam. Okay. So our main objective first is just going to be to, phase 1, we're going to try and take these two towns. This towns of Shotska and Novograd-Seversky. This is basically what we're going to do here is going to do something which I like to call shock and fire. It's not catchy, it's effective. We're going to apply lots of flamethrowers, lots of Stukas, and lots of artillery. In general, we're just going to try and break the will of anyone on this main highway. We'll probably deploy some Bruken Pioneering to build bridges right about here. Try and sneak some people across. Get at their, what are they called? Armored units. Whereas over here, since we have a road conveniently running down here, because there's only two main roads that we can go from, we will move an armored column over here. Probably the Sturmpanzer taking the lead, with some infantry support, maybe some Gribesjäger, or some Grenadier. I'll have to buy a Stuka actually. But with just some basic infantry support to try and take these towns. But over here we're able to play the heavy infantry, because I'm suspecting most of the infantry fighting will be done trying to cross these rivers at Knoptop and such, and the Bruken Pioneers will be really needed over here to get across these rivers. So I'm going to go ahead and find my Bruken Pioneer unit. I could have sworn I had one. Alright, well we're going to go ahead and buy a Bruken Pioneer unit. stick them in an Opal Blitz. Purchase those guys. Alright, I had a Broken Pioneer unit. Go ahead and throw those guys down back here. We have some tanks over here which are highly specialized and ooh, jeez, I took way more out of them than I thought it would. Oh well, we'll pop these guys up over here. This is a special equipment unit, which basically just stands for special, it's a special it's SE unit, which I said stood for special equipment, but now I'm suspecting stands for special extermination squads. Yeah, sorry about that. And these tracked ones. I'm not really sure which side to deploy the tracked ones, so I'll just see what I have left over. I might not even deploy them this time. Alright, so fire gents. My super elite fire troops. Basically we're just going to send our hardiest infantry down this lane. So these guys and these guys should be good. Oh. Huh, I can have these guys set to aircraft. I might do that, fly them in. Yeah, I'll try and fly them in behind here. Just try and get a quick flank. Let's see these Wehrmacht divisions. We'll just find the most experienced, best equipped ones. So we'll have some Grenadiers over here. Some Krebsjäger, because they're freaking awesome at everything. They get a better attack range from... Actually, there are no mountains here, so... While they're awesome in every way, I'm going to keep them to myself for right now, and how much will that cost me? Minus 53 prestige, we can afford it. So yeah, most of this is just going to be infantry, and more infantry. Well, our armor comes up over here. Armor. Where's my scout armor? Is that my scout armor? Ooh, no, that's the flame tank. It goes over here for more extra fire. That's my scout tank. This is my other Panzer. Ooh, come back here. Get fit. This guy's gonna get refitted and gets thrown into there. It's extra infantry time, I suppose. Throw this guy down over here. Gonna go over here. Keep all of our squadrons well supplied, and tactical bombers don't need to be that well supplied. Oh, did I miss something with why I cannot deploy? Strange, okay. Guess we'll be going on without too much air cover then. I find that to be a bit strange, but... Oh, because we can only deploy 18 units. I'll just pull these gents out and throw in our best air cover. Pull these guys out and throw in a Stuka. Which one's better at scaring the living shit out of people? There, that one will work. Alright. And that should do it for this part. Or, well, for the setup scenario. So we'll go ahead and end our turn, which means just finish deploying, and pair our ungodly amounts of firepower. So first thing we're going to do is move down here to set up our bridging stuff. This is our flame Panzer, so we'll go ahead and keep that in reserve for right now. Gonna move this gent over down, let's say the forest regions over here. He'll deploy later. And we'll run some air cover with that guy. This Messerschmitt will cover the landings over here. I forgot to reinforce him, didn't I? Damn. So we'll go ahead and begin our bombardment. Oh, I don't know if I remember to mention, I got a new mic. You'll have probably noticed it by now, but... Ta-da! New microphone, new sound, new me. I'm just kidding. I'll never change. He said so confidently 5 years ago. Alright, time to introduce you all to the power of fire and its wonderful negotiating possibilities. Mostly including the fact that it's terrifying, I suppose. So yeah, we're making wonderful progress over here. In fact, this is way quicker than I thought it would be. If I move over here, will I be technically on the river? Or, it doesn't matter. Okay, it matters slightly. I mean, I guess technically I have to want to take this down. Congratulations, you heroically loaded artillery shells, I guess. We'll move our artillery units down there. And who was my super highly decorated people? All of you? Wonderful. Get over here. Your first objective will be to convince these Russians that their war is a horrible effort and in no way should ever be considered ever again by anyone. That's a pretty rugged defense you got there. Too bad I had to end it horribly and painfully. Don't I have a recon car over here? Alright. Intriguing. Alright. So we'll go ahead and send up some special equipment, I guess. Be the term for it? Or no, we don't want to move that close. We'll march them. Or get out of the damn car and walk. We'll mostly move everyone to an attacking kind of position. With infantry support, I suppose. I'm trying to get these Jägers over here. And get this Stuka in here on a dive bombing run. Alright, so that does it for the northern theater. Now to command all my auxilia. I'll send these guys over to do a harassing attack. See if we can harass them enough to convince us to... Jesus Christ, that's a lot of stuff. Harass them. Be an annoyance. Ugh. That's terrifying. Alright. Let's go ahead and throw everything we own into this mix. Wonderful suppressive fire you have there. Why can't you guys just climb into that? Oh, it's a dick river. The only way across is through. So you guys move up there. You guys just chill for a sec. You guys move over here, and you guys move over here. You guys take out that. Okay, technically I guess it's not ours, but effectively it's ours. Alright, we've managed to find our way to fly directly over a flat position. Luckily for me, I'm a super genius. And that means absolutely nothing to me. So we'll go ahead and cross the river here. Jeez, do these guys just have people everywhere? I intend to move people. And I suppose we'll begin bombarding this one particular section of the line. It's good to focus fire. So we'll go ahead and get ourselves into some close combat. And move these guys up to try and continue the assault a bit later. So we'll move these gents over that way and move these guys up there. We're mostly just going to move up into a general contact along the line, I guess. Move these guys up here, move these guys up here. And focus fire on the end. And try and get our tank to move in. Goal here is to get if I move in here, what are my odds of not getting screwed over royally? Okay, no, I'm gonna move up over here to try and assist this infantry unit taking this city. But we'll continue with this next part as we've reached our time limit for right now. So as always, I'm Tomato. Thanks for watching, and hey, let your friends know I'm back.